Okay, let's try this again. So, in case you don't want to watch that last vid, which is fine, I don't blame you. We just talked to Reed and then talked to Maxwell. So I was went to the sick area and told the girl that she would get the medicine from Esther, I think was her name. So we didn't do a whole lot before we decided to shut down and try. Okay, these bugs are actually making the game unenjoyable. So I updated my graphics card. Hopefully, I fiddled around with Streamlabs settings, and hopefully should be doing a bit better. I also now have my task manager up to monitor how everything is going, and the Outer Worlds is using like 75% of my CPU, which is just great. Okay, so what do we need to do?
Nothing, just don't want to fall sick.
Logic module. Oh wait, am I still on Die Robot? I am still on Die Robot. Geothermal plant in the northwest portion of the region has been taken over by automechanicals. Ludwig wants you to infiltrate the plant and retrieve a logic module from one of the automechanicals there. We can try. We'll know once we get into dialogue if it's fixed. And if it's not, well... Nice. I don't know about you guys, but why is it telling me that now?
Got it. Inside voices.
Guess no reason. We'll know once we get into combat if it's fixed or not. I am not happy looking at the task manager though. Because looking at Our Worlds is using like 80%. And Streamlabs is using the extra 10%, and a bunch of like little background stuff is using the last remaining 10%. While I was trying to load this up, it actually crashed on me, so that's wonderful. Hey, all mechanicals, we need to talk to you. Will you say your lines on time this time? Hey, wait a second.
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
Oh, is Parvati gonna be a problem? I see buttons, but I don't...
Back.
Okay, yeah, you stay there. Ah, jeez. This isn't good. What? I told you to wait. Whatever. There has to be another way inside then. By the way, is the stream looking okay? I'm getting some weird sort of stuttering on my end with Streamlabs. Hey, free loot. I'm not seeing another way around. I'm not seeing any way in, period, actually. You have to somehow disable that electrical field right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that this will kill me. Aha, here we are. Come on, turn around. Nobody else heard that. Stop yelling. Press X once in order to, oh, okay, I see. Oh, you should come in, Parvati. No, come in. You're an idiot, Parvati. Disarm security fences. View recent logs. Attention, schedule security updates. Critically overdue. Okay, I don't care. Criminal activities. Trespassing, lockpicking, hacking, and murder are all considered illegal activities and are frowned upon by society. Just one way to put it. Avoid being seen if you want to engage in those activities without consequences. Okay. So now the front gate is down. Can we get a sneak attack on... Oh no, he's... There's another one there. Parvati, what are you doing? Parvati, get over here. No, don't stand up. We're good. Hey Jun, how are you, friend?
Dynamics searching.
Okay. From the planet to your living room, the geothermal plant. Do they follow us through doors like that? Doesn't
Mr.
look like it.
Thompson said to talk with Miss McDevitt before doing anything here?
Oh. Right. My bad. Oof. Sorry to hear that, June. What? Oh, that's a bug. We trigger them and then immediately go in a room, it untriggers them. Yeah, unaggroes them. De-aggroes them. Oh yeah? Alright, well, I guess that's good then. I thought in here was where Adelaide was. My bad. Ooh, good. Pezza.
Processing.
Nope.
We can handle this!
Can't catch me. Let's go, Parvati. How do we even get over there?
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Okay.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
That was Snap, so I'm gonna assume that our problem's fixed. I'm looking for Adelaide? I need some answers. Okay, never mind.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Reed said something about farmer workers living out in the wilderness.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Where can I find Adelaide? Do 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 do.
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
We've all got problems. I just got shot into space. You and me both. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to repair my ship. Trouble with marauders?
You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Hale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Don't worry about it. I'll find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
I'll be leaving now. Yo, Adelaide. I need to talk to you first, apparently. I thought you would be over in the other place, but hi. I like your hair. Oh, never mind. Thought that was blue.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you?
It's like they
I remember
deload
when you
whenever
were
they're
but a
not on
sprout.
screen.
Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
You're living, no. Reed asks you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator. I need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Interesting. What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws.
That's capitalism.
You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time,
Yeah,
sure,
it's like
but
whenever they aren't
he
on
was
screen,
old
they
then,
just
and
completely
he raised me all
deload.
by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child.
I mean, I understand
Lost her
not
family to the
rendering
company,
anything that isn't on
still
screen,
she
but
defends
completely unloading it. Look what they did to my boy.
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Interesting. So we have two options in front of us then. We can get the power from the town, or we can get the power from the outpost. What an interesting predicament. Yeah, deprive it of power and then... So let's... The thing is, I don't feel like this kind of community could be able to support so many deserters. So I'm kind of torn. Because which is better, living under capitalist slavery for your entire life? An absolute hellhole, but you're safe and you have food and warmth and all that? Or being free, but you're gonna die next week? Yeah, it's not even walled, so marauders can just barge in whenever they feel like it. The girl at the gate even confessed. One of their own was probably kidnapped. Cool. That's a bug that really needs to be dealt with. The fact that I can just run in and there's no problem. Hey. What do you have for me? You have... I'm pretty sure I already have all of these. Ooh. +5 block. 7 hack. Don't think I need any of that. Magazine changes the weapon's damage type to plasma. Increased body armor and helmet armor rank against physical damage. Okay. I'll buy one of these. And I want to see what I can sell. I'll just sell off any duplicates that I have. So... this looks like a duplicate, I think. I don't see any other dupes. What about over here? No dupes. No, everything else is pretty good except for the junk, obviously. Cool. Alright. I feel like this is gonna be a big stealth zone. Yeah, there's somebody back there. Nice sneaking skills, Parvati. How did... oh god. The robot just phased through the wall. Alright. Plant status. Plant status. This access report brought to you by Spacer's Choice. Emerald Vale geothermal plant operating at 22% efficiency. Power is currently being distributed to Edgewater Saltuna Cannery and the Botanical Laboratory. Warning, structural damage detected. Wait, if it's only running at 22% efficiency, could I theoretically fix it? So that it runs at 100% efficiency and then send power to both places. It didn't give me an option. I just clicked redirect the power and it didn't tell me where to redirect it to. Please activate all 3 electrical track switches. Oh, goody.
Three switches. That'll
Rule
be
of
easy enough.
threes. Oh no, it's coming.
We made it!
Invested.
Oh,
Get ready!
well, this is a bad situation.
You took one down!
It's dealt with. Let's try a bit more stealthy this time. Is there anything of note in there? What's that little hologram thing? Oh, it's not a hologram, it's a light. Unlock door. Enter passcode. Guess it's a good thing we came in here.
Great work.
No, you. It's very weird to me that this place is deserted, given that it's the source of a majority of the place's power. Okay. There's one robot down there. The door's right there, so while he's turned. There's another right there. Gotta be careful of that.
2 more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Veil?
Oh! I didn't even see that guy there. Robots are extra weak to shock, so maybe I should keep my stun baton out. Okay. I don't like how poorly I'm stealthing around. Maybe I should put points in my stealth next time. Higgins.
You're not real. You're not real.
Nice line delivery. Who is Higgins? I feel like I recognize
Not
that.
real. You're not real.
I feel like I recognize that name. I don't see any. There's one droid up there, but ow. But they don't appear to actually. Oh, ah, God damn it! God damn it! Let me sneak.
We did it!
I don't want to kill you. You force my hand.
Hold it up. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
That's not fair. I'm being conspired against with that droid. The game is conspiring against my stealthing. Come on. Shit, this is bad.
Halt.
This is very bad. I'm gonna get shot. Nice stealthing, Parvati.
Watch out!
Oh, god damn it. Guess it's just time to kill them all then.
Everyone all right?
Alright, where is it? Guess I'll just start punching any android that I see. There we go.
That's the last. I'm not sure what the right is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
Search it.
Out of my way. It's back up here, yeah? Yeah. Whoa. Yes?
Excuse me, ma'am. Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
Why is there not a no?
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
The deserters are a community. I can't just destroy what they built.
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
Marie tells me Edgewater is going to die without workers and power.
That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I just...
This is a genuinely hard
I felt
decision.
like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
So are we gonna fuck now? Okay, not yet. This is a genuinely hard decision. So... I could redirect it to Edgewater, but that would destroy the community and force them to live in capitalist hell. Or I could redirect it to the Botanical Laboratory, which would help the community, but it would force everybody in Edgewater to go to the Botanical Laboratory, and they can't sustain that. So they'll probably die. I don't know, this is a hard one for me. Because how many people are in the Botanical Laboratory? I only saw like 5 at most. How many people are in Edgewater? Like 30 at least. I'm gonna redirect power to the Botanical Laboratory. You got nothing to say on this? Desert's reputation increased, and let me guess, Spacer's choice decreased. Deserters are now friendly. Spacer's choice reputation decreased. Yeah, that's what I thought. So let me just do this while I'm here. And it's over here. Oh. Man. I am just one short. What is it that I'm short on exactly? 34 out of 35. God damn it. Let me in. Do I have any hacker armor? I have tech skills. Well, that actually made it less. See, what exactly is it that I need to up? Skills 34, so it's lockpick that I need to up. So that falls under stealth skills. Plus 200% natural health regen. Where is something that can make me better at this? Body attributes. Mind attributes. It's not clear on if this is a body or mind thing. Can I like view the details of it? Oh, that's nice. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try a one that increases my mind attribute. See if that helps. It does. Cool.
Wow, you got that?
Yeah, I know, right? I'm surprised too. It's always very funny to me when I see lockpicks hiding behind a locked door. It's silly. Is that it in here? Yeah. So, let's go Ludwig. It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Can we fast travel before we're spotted? Come on, game, you can do it. I believe in you. There we go. Should I go the attack? Oh, well, near hostiles. Oh, because the hostile's right there. Didn't even see him. Just wait for him to get out of distance. Ah, fuck it.
Unexpected.
Who cares? It's law. Uh-oh. Spacer's choice found a flaw in you. During your adventures, things may happen to your character that can trigger a flaw offer. Taking the flaw is optional, but doing so provides you with a perk. The choice is yours. Robophobia. All mechanicals now give you the willies, and when they're attacking your party, you're not as effective as you should be. -1 dexterity, -1 perception, and -1 temperament, huh? I think... How many all mechanicals are there in the game? Imagine a lot. So... Robophobia. I wish I could hover over these and see, like, what specifically these do, so I knew exactly what I was getting myself into. I have an idea of what they do, but even so... I think I'll accept, because a lot of these seem like things that would be useful outside of combat. Except for dexterity, obviously. So, let's see. Vendor prices, tactical time dilation, walk speed, sprint speed. I could do the weapon durability one. That is somewhat annoying, and it costs me a fair amount of bits. I haven't become encumbered, I'm not even close to that yet, so I'm not gonna bother with that quite yet. I think I'm actually just gonna get walk speed. Or no, sprint speed. Well... yeah, walk speed. I can notice the difference already. Cool, so where do we go first? Let's go to the botanical lab to tell her. Better than nature. Alright, where is she? She's in here, I believe. Hey, are you in here? There you are. Hi.
Do you hear that? That low, pleasant hum of electricity? It whispers across the veil like the winds of change. You've done well. I would have paid my last 5 bits to see the look on Reed's face when the last lamp in town burnt out and the cannery fell to silence.
You really have it in for Reed.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Yikes. What happens now?
Time's come to look toward the future. We'll grow, I expect. A lot of workers out there with nowhere else to go.
And a lot more mouths to feed.
Not as many as you'd think. We're not about to let the whole town join our flock. Just the ones willing to renounce their corporate loyalties.
Wait,
and live
what?
the way nature intended. I am curious. Why did you help us? You don't know who we are. You don't owe us a thing. The plant's crawling with mechanicals, so it stands to reason you risked your life.
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't do this for you, I'm trying to repair a ship. That's funny. I don't really agree with any of these, actually.
You're not quite like anyone else I've met. You haven't had your consciousness programmed by the board. You're welcome among us if you're ever so inclined.
Nice. I'll definitely come back here for some... I assume there's probably quests here. Beyond the one that I got already. Now let's head to Edgewater. Do 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 do. Come on, game. Come on. There we go. Let's actually go to the landing pad first and talk to Ludwig. And then just walk over into Edgewater. See how things are going there.
When
Hey.
I was
Town's been dark a while now. Could be a mechanical trying to sabotage us.
You mentioned a logic module. Found one in the geothermal plant.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Take care. Hey! Your companion has leveled up and can be granted a new perk. Go to the companion page in your ledger and select the perk button to see the available perks. Yeah, let's see it. Companion ledger. This companion ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companions. Yeah. So, why are these all... Oh, because they require the previous. Engineering, chance to extract mods, technical time dilation. Yeah, those aren't great. Threat generated, up or down. Or base health. Let's just do base health. And yes, thank you, Codex. I really appreciate you constantly needing to be checked up on like a whiny baby. So 10 points. I want to put those into stealth. So that I can start actually sneaking around. Okay, so Reed, how are you doing? Wait, what? Oh, companion quest. Hey, Reed. Oh. Well, this doesn't look good. It's Constable Reyes.
I put my whole life in that cannery. You must be very proud.
What are we supposed to do now?
Say your lines.
Are we getting paid or not?
Any loss of productivity will be deducted from your pay.
Is Reed hiding in there?
Mr. Thompson is aware of your concerns and remains committed to guiding Edgewater into prosperity.
Freedom isn't free here.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
I don't owe you an explanation. I wish I could actually explain it to him.
You're right. I put the fate of our town in the hands of some feckless transient. This is my fault. And all Edgewater's paying for my mistake. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
Intimidate. call off your guards. I don't want them bleeding all over my power regulator.
All right, easy now. Let's not do anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down. Take what you came for and then leave us be.
Level 6 already. Nice. So, what should I do then? Inspiration, determination, dialogue. Scrambled all mechanicals attacked. Terrified creatures. Coward targets armor. Steal from humans while sneaking. I don't want to do that. Crouch move speed, sneak attack weak spot damage. Sneak attack ignores plus 50% of the target's armor. Neat. Don't do a whole lot of defense or blocking. Or a defense, dodge, blocking, I mean. Maybe I should do a little bit in attack. Field repair. Repair weapons and armor in the inventory. Break down weapons armor for 20% chance to extract basic mod. That's fine. I think I'll get these up to their respective 40s. And then at last point I'll put in dialogue, I guess. There's nothing I have that's at 19, is there? No. Cool. Come on, say it. Wait, I still have, oh, I have perk points available, right? Let's do sprint speed.
Stand down, all of you.
Fast as fuck, boy. Do you, though? Nice. Return to the unreliable. I want to check out what the situation in Edgewater is right now, though. I feel like I did it bad. I feel like I made the wrong choice.
Got my hands full at the moment. Make it quick, please.
If you need help with your marauder problem, I'm for hire.
As a Spacer's Choice Constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals, even during times of unplanned crisis or unauthorized general chaos. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
I've got some questions if you don't mind.
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
Does the name Phineas Wellis mean anything to you?
His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Looks like there's a bounty on his head.
You're correct. An outstanding bounty has been posted for information pertaining to the whereabouts of Phineas V. Wells.
Maybe I can talk to Wells and have him just chop off a finger and pretend.
Unfortunately, the arrest of Mr. Wells falls outside my authority. I enforce the company policy of Spacer's Choice in the region of Emerald Vale. Wells is wanted by the board. If you have information related to the location of Phineas V. Wells, you are required to submit that information to your nearest board authority.
So who do I have to talk to?
Any information regarding outstanding bounties and wanted criminals should be directed to Mr. Udom Bedford. Mr. Bedford's office is located on the Groundbreaker.
What's that?
Halcyon's original colony ship, now repurposed into a space station. Mr. Udom Bedford represents the board's interest on the Groundbreaker. Something else I can do for you? As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
So who do you work for, Spacer's Choice or Edgewater?
If this is a setup to a joke, you should know I've never found anything amusing in my life. I don't serve Edgewater. Edgewater and the entire region of Emerald Vale serve Spacer's Choice.
I love that line. I've never found anything amusing in my life. Who does Spacer's Choice answer to?
Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics, which occupies a seat on the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, also known as the Board. I must admit it bothers me that you don't already know this.
There's one other thing.
Something to report?
No. I lied, there wasn't one other thing. So, finish that stage. I think we should do the... Wait, what? Oh. I think we should do the remaining side quests we have from in here. Max says the journal was last possessed by a book collector. I'll do that after Fistful of Digits. So let's go hunt some marauders. Ooh. Oh, they're scattered. The closest is over there, so let's go. Burry Cotton. So, how's chat doing? How are you guys? Because besides all of the bugs and everything, I'm having a pretty good time. You guys think I made the right decision?
Okay,
I'm not so sure now. Maybe it would have been better to redirect them to Edgewater. And just have all the deserters go back. At least then they'd have a reliable life. But there's no point in that. They might counterattack? Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, they might. Can I just talk to him and go, hey, so there's a bounty on your head. I can make it go away if you give me one of your fingers. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure what the scope of Edgewater is in canon. Because this, again, this is made by the New Vegas guys, where 8 houses in a row is considered a bustling city. Okay, no, he's default aggroed. You're doing great, Parvati. You ever gonna come down from there? Hell was that noise? Oh, it's doggos. Do you guys think I can get the stealth on? Okay, how do I don't think that counted as stealth attack. Stealth kill. Okay. That was easy. Next up is that way. Oh. I don't know why it didn't go into my head that there are other marauders here. You don't see me. Parvai is just a master of stealth. You see that? She can literally stand directly in front of people and they won't get triggered. They won't get aggroed. I shouldn't start saying aggroed instead of triggered. Doc Mabel. So I don't know what the mining situation for this game is, but I'm already looking forward to, if the mining tools are as comprehensive as New Vegas's, modding the shit out of this. Because I can already see a lot of... Oh, those are bad birds. Those birds will try to kill me. No, bad bird. Bad bird. No, go away, bird. I can already see a ton of mods that I could make for this. Like to add alternate routes to various quests. I was complaining last stream about how the Die Robot quest, if you don't have high enough engineering you couldn't fix the robot, so I was forced to kill him. But I spent extra time in the town figuring, well, maybe I can find an engineer. Nope. It's just either you're a good engineer or you're a good killer. And with Conrad, I wanted to tell him that he was going to be extorted and offer suggestions for when he said what should be the IOU. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Phew. And with the quest that we just finished, it said that it was at 22% power. It would have been really cool if we could have like run a diagnostic program, found the areas that are broken, fix them, and then divert the power both ways. Item repair. Oh, are my items breaking? Not really. Seem fine to me. Lad on a stick. Shuck stick. Okay, so which one of these directions is the next boss? It's the one to my left. So that way. Oh, hey. Nice. How do I actually get over there? I'll just fast travel here real quick. Taste the freedom. Freedom as a marketing gimmick is so weird. I don't know if I like it or not. You get more dialogue options when you have more points. Yeah, I've been... Oh, whoops. Oh, I thought that was an NPC, not Marauder. You get more dialogue options when you have more points in dialogue. Also, if you have low intelligence, there are dumb options when talking. I already know about the dialogue thing since I'm trying to play somewhat of a diplomat. Hasn't been going great because I just straight up can't be a diplomat to marauders. But when I can, I have been, and I currently have 50 Persuade, 47 Lie, 44 Intimidate. I didn't know about the dumb talk though, that makes me happy. I loved when that was in New Vegas. I loved it in New Vegas, especially when everybody reacted the exact same way they would if you spoke normally. That was very funny.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
If you guys want to see some funny New Vegas stuff, search low intelligence responses into YouTube. Some good shit. Uh-oh. I'm not good at this whole sneaking thing. But I want to preserve as much life as I can. Let's see where I could go from here. Jesus, there's so many marauders. No, no. God damn it. This is a bad situation. Where's Parvati? Why the hell isn't Parvati helping? Oh jeez. Hello. Hi. Parvati. Oh, I think Parvati's fucking dead. Companions die in this game? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Also out of healing. I have plenty of heavy. Assault rifle. Why is it not equipping it? This is bad. Jesus. What the fuck? What the fuck, Parvati? You were dead. Now you just fucking teleport behind me and whisper in my ear? What the fuck is wrong with you? This was a very bad trip. I made a bad decision trying to sneak around here like I did. Okay, well I got everything that I need. So let's just go back to Edgewar and turn it in. That's some nice propaganda you got there. I really need to buy more Adreno. Hey. Nice armor. Nice dialogue.
Got my hands full at the moment. Make it quick, please.
I'm here to turn in a bounty. Do 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 do.
We pay by the finger. What do you have for me? Gil Antrim. Real name, Guillaume. Duly processed by a freelancer on behalf of Spacer's Choice. I remember him. I was just a kid last I saw him. Shame. I'll just need your signature here, 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 and here. Got
I went to the dentist a little bit ago, and that joke of okay, sign here, 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 that's real.
Mabel Burgess, age 37, right or left-handed? Let's just say no longer applicable.
Ayy.
I remember Doc Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Still one outstanding bounty. If you've got a finger, I've got the paperwork. Here we are. Birdie Cotton. Cause of death. Let's just say overwhelming physical trauma. Bert was the
Fair.
local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. Well, that's all 3. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint to ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned, plus a bonus.
What's this, junior deputy constable?
You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it only proper to deputize you. Congratulations.
Hey, I'm a deputy.
Let me stop you there. It is official Spacer's Choice policy that all Marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the Spacer's Choice brand, no longer qualify as our people.
That doesn't really answer my question.
Marauders are folk who lost the will to keep working, wandered out into the wilds and gave into their baser instincts. Not everyone's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, some turn marauder. None of them get my sympathy. Uh-huh. I recall young Eugene. Good kid. Nice smile. Fussy about his health, though. Took a little too much adrenatime. That'll do a number on your brain matter.
Oof.
Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side effect of adrenatime.
There's something else I wanted to ask you.
What's on your mind?
Goodbye. There actually wasn't anything I wanted to ask you. So I need to buy some Adrena, like, right now. There's the general store. Oh, you look sad. Is your shop shut down?
Power's out, but I can't just leave my goods unattended. Don't suppose you care to do business?
Let me see what you're selling.
Music to my ears.
Oh, you aren't selling anything. Great. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's a vending machine in the cannery. Wait, maybe the vending machine's died. Since the power's gone. I believe it was over here. Oops. No? Oh, yeah, the power went out. I got rid of those two. Oh well. So, Max says the journal was last possessed by a book collector, whose residence was part of a small community directly north of Edgewater. He has marked the location on your map. Let's see that location. I probably can't get into any scuffles until I get more Adreno. Oh. There's another vendor. Oh, and here. I don't think she'll have any, but it's worth checking.
Power's gone. Law knows how long. Looking to get drunk?
I can't buy anything from her. So how are you, Straw?
Go ahead.
Okay, never mind. I can't buy anything from her. It says there's a vending machine up there, but that's broken. You slapping asses over there, Einzig? I wish I could slap Hidari's ass. I mean, what? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Strahl. Well, that's not too far. I can just go naturally. So where is it actually? It's this way. Collector's domicile. One thing that I'm sort of not liking about this game is that it has a lot of choices, but it doesn't have as many bases covered as I had hoped. Which is a hard thing to do, but even so, it feels like I'm not allowed to do the things that I would want to in these sort of scenarios. You can, but not in as many ways as I wish we could. Just got the letter today. Corporate ordered me relocate the Edgewater Cannery, effective immediately. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop at the community center, selling rare memorabilia, but scripture tells us that all things happen for a reason. Work fortifies the spirit and all. As for my book collection, I can't bear to part with it. Don't want those books moldering in some contraband locker, so I stashed them all away in a cove over by the river. Okay. So new objective location. Like in the case of the last mission with the collecting fingers, I would very much enjoyed if we could have went up to the marauder leaders, like with our hands up or something. So we could talk to them and go, hey, there's a bounty on your head. You want it gone? I'll tell them you're dead if you give me your finger. Can't fast travel while enemies are near. Easy clap. Cool, now it's just a short run over. Oh, that's a marauder. I assume that marauder is just the Outer World's equivalent of a raider. And raiders aren't unreasonable people. There are several raider groups that you can interact with in New Vegas. Transport wreckage. Huh. Can't imagine there'd be many enemies down here. Journal. Cool. Can't fast travel with hostiles in here. Yeah, so why can't I just, like, interact with them like they're people? I understand you need humanoid enemies to... as just the generic enemy type, but it feels a little contrived. A little limiting. Hmm?
Why are all the lights off?
Uh-oh.
The power's out in the whole town. Pipe down.
Poor sick people are trapped in there. They ain't gonna last long. Nice eyebrows.
All the lights in town went out. Since then, I've had wild-eyed workers begging my guidance. I'm surprised you would go along with this action, Ms. Holcomb.
I'm not sure what the right and wrong of it is, sir. But leaving the deserters with neither walls nor lights would have left them to the mercy of marauders.
Let's hope walls alone are sufficient, then.
Fuck this town and fuck Reed Thompson. LA's people are healthy and living as they want. Welcome to freedom.
Huh. Freedom. Indeed. These workers are tame as cysty pigs in a slaughterhouse. They'll just mill about confused and wait for orders. You took it upon yourself to decide the fate of strangers. I don't know whether that's confidence or arrogance. Either way, I'm fascinated.
I've got your book.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this... French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French! Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
Didn't want that book to keep others from reading it, you just wanted it for yourself. You're overreacting a bit, don't you think?
Overreacting? Do you have any idea how many years I spent in... No. You couldn't possibly know, could you? I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
At least you still have your mission work here to give your life a meaningful purpose.
Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Could be a beneficial arrangement. What's in it for me?
Free spiritual counseling, someone to watch your back, not to mention a grown-up in the party.
Ain't no bully.
28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a toss-ball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Ooh. Sounds good. Let's go.
Fantastic. I promise you won't regret this.
How many companions can I
Edgewater's gonna
have?
miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Miss Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. It is my esteemed pleasure to serve as your crew vicar, Captain.
Hey. Vicar Max. We can give him, we'll just give him increased base health, same as Parvati. But now as far as my skills go, where should I be putting it? Kinda wanna put it into tech so I can get higher engineering. Hack all mechanicals to turn them off for 10 seconds. Interesting. See what's inside lock containers. Ooh. Crouch movement speed. Terrified creatures. Scramble all mechanicals. I'll put 3 in this, and then 4 in this, then, I guess 3 in this. Looks good to me. So now, I have an extra slot for that. Though I'm out of emergency medicinals. I'm using the healing that I'm already in combat, so I should apply things that help with that. Can I not place anything in that first slot? Is that just always the Adreno? That's fine. Alright, let's go, squad. What do we have to do now? Few kindred spirits. Actually, let me talk to you first, Vicar.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts?
I'd like to know something about those I'm flying with. What's your story?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Violently enthusiastic disposition?
That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Were they not religious?
On the contrary. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith. A faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
Weren't they proud when you became a vicar, at least?
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
What's this plan you keep talking about?
The simple version is this. The force which we call the Grand Architect created the universal equation that underlies and defines everything in the universe. Everything flows from the equation, or in layman's terms, the grand plan. Is the Grand Architect a consciousness? A natural force? Did it create the equation on purpose? The answers to these questions don't really matter. The equation, the plan, is all that matters. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in the plan.
Can't help but follow the plan. Then everything you do is a part of it, right?
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
I see. Seems quite trusting of you to just sign on without knowing anything about me.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
What if the book doesn't have the answers you're looking for?
I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's nothing else left to me. What about you? What's your story?
I don't want to talk about it.
You were the one who started this conversation.
Yeah, I was, that's fair. I want to ask you about that book. Does it have something to do with your religion?
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
What's a philosophist?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
I see. A vicar searching for a banned book sets a bad example, doesn't it? Any idea where we can find someone who speaks French in this colony?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Interesting. Sounds like a good lead, but how do we find him?
That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How will a crew manifest help us track down your scholar? No, that's a little obvious. How is it that simple vicar happens to be such a highly skilled hacker?
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock.
Ah.
I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Thank you, Captain.
Hey, where's Parvati? Oh, there you are.
I can't stop thinking on Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be alright now they got power, but what about the town? All those people.
I notice you mention your dad a lot, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
You mean she's dead?
I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
That's fucked up.
Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
Mentioned something earlier that I wanted to ask you about.
You mean about the mission being too clean?
Isn't it supposed to be clean? It's a church.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
It's an ideal, not what we live in, but what we strive for.
It just comes off cold to me, is all.
In the bar, you asked if I was a drinker.
Sorry. I know, it's none of my business.
I guess you're not a drinker yourself?
Strong drink makes me sick. And it makes me real sad. I start thinking about things I oughtn't, and then... Well, never mind that. You got better things to think on. Sorry.
We're gonna have a side quest with her where we find her mommy. Want to talk about it? I'm happy to listen.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
Let's get back to it. Okay. So... what is our current quest now? Stranger in a strange land. Return to the unreliable. I'm not done here yet. The empty man. Oh, I need to head off-world for that. So let's do a few kindred spirits. Quiet Sick. Quiet Plaguebearer. Terror on Monarch, with Ruth Bellamy as Halcyon Helen. Okay, so where is that? This takes way too long to load. Mantis Swarm. Ooh, interesting. Okay, let's do a little bit of investigating. Examine. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes ma'ams and would you like another's. I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake. Because I've always hated the cannery and I don't think I'll ever have to look back to this journal many years hence. And tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the Vale once, didn't I? Just because I got sick. Everybody gets sick. Okay, I got sick and I grabbed a little too much Adrenatime. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps? Oh, but you misappropriate one box of adrenatime. Suddenly you're committing larceny. Interesting, so we'll probably find more pages of that. Good news, I'm alive. So I feel a little better too. It's a group of deserters living out in the old botanical labs. Found a way to grow some food, or something that passed for food anyways. Adelaide boiled a pot of something green and leafy and told me to drink it twice a day for my symptoms, I suppose. Tastes atrocious, but I've been feeling better. It's nice to be away from the cannery. The labs have just enough power to run on Aetherwave, so I've been catching up on my serial dramas. Masked Marketeer, What Would I Do Without You? Go crazy most likely. Crack up, murder all my neighbors, and run screaming into the hills like some wild marauder. Oh no, that doesn't sound too bad. I could see myself leading a cadre of marauders. Band of bandits? Wait, that doesn't sound right. Band of bandits. What will we call ourselves? The Formidable 14, the 100 Hooligans, featuring Zoe Bandit Queen. Well, that doesn't spark confidence. Why do I steal her poster? Well, today's the day. Today is the day you take your destiny into your own hands. Been listening to Grace talk about the marauder threat. Bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves by live barrel fires. Probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folks like me. Living a life of comfort and ease, free from any rules, but they could take the whole region if they were organized. Been tucking away some of Adelaide's food. Got some spare cans of Saltuna. Should last me a couple weeks if I ration. Get some adrenatime too. Everybody loves adrenatime, even marauders, right? Got odds those marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple syringes of adrenatime before their eyes. It's gonna be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. Gonna have a whole gang of marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some rezos. Oh boy. That's not good. So... oh, it's just gonna mark where she is. That's a little stupid. But before we do that, I will actually be right back. Okay, I'm back. What is this? Oh, it's just a Kodak again. So, where is she? Hey, Christina. How are you, friend? You doing alright? Hope so. So how much you want to bet that I'm gonna have to kill her? This is my ammo situation. Not great. I'm doing alright. Have I? Yeah, I've already been here. This is where I nearly died. Weird that all of the people repopulated. Oh, Victor's dying.
Everyone all right?
Gotta collect everything I can. Hey.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
What? You're Zoe? Your people are looking for you.
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
Right now I'm starting to get the feeling that she might become a companion. Been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
Persuade or intimidate? What does this mean? Go back to camp. Grrr. Can't imagine you're happy out here. Food's awful, company worse, no serial dramas.
And no serial dramas. I've been thinking about going back. I just gotta know if Lord Cavendish really is the masked marketeer. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
I need you to clarify something for me.
I'm great at clarifying.
Are you a prisoner here?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
I'm impressed. How'd you pull it off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
How are you even alive?
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable.
That's completely untrue.
Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
If you say so. Why do you leave camp?
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with him.
Something else, actually.
I've got all the time in Halcyon.
You need to clarify something
I'm great
for me.
at clarifying.
I'll be back.
Look, I already bought what you were selling me. Just give me some time to gather up my personals.
Okay. I was getting the impression before that she was going to have actually become the bandit queen and would refuse to leave, and I would have to fight her.
What is it?
I talked Zoe into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
She joined up with a band of marauders. They unhurt her.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
I'll leave you be. Cool. That's the end of that quest, right? Yeah. So I actually don't have any more quests around here. Perhaps I should look around and see if there's anybody around who might have more.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it.
Okay, so nothing from her. Anything over here? Hi.
You are welcome here.
Good to know. I should go. I think that's all of the quests here. I'm probably missing one or two, but it's all of the quests I can seem to find. Oh, Thomas Kemp.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering.
Is that Kool-Aid?
Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no. I'm just along with this lady here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'm just trying to get my ship off the ground.
Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we? Sorry,
yeah, there's
I
history
wasn't sure
between
if you
these
were
two,
from town or
definitely.
If you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Never too late to start learning. Could give you a couple pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering?
Here we are.
Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Mentioned 2 pads, what about 3rd?
I wish I knew. I wager the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say.
I'll let you know if I find anything.
Would you? I'd be grateful.
I want to ask you something.
What's on your mind?
So you pretend to be an engineer. How have you been getting away with it?
Luck, mostly. Nothing's needed serious repairing yet. Nothing's broken down that we can't just replace with something scavenged from the outskirts. Oh, I can swap out a water filter or charge up a battery and go on pretending I know what I'm doing. But the moment I'm asked to do any real engineering, I'm in trouble.
How long have you lived here?
Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious.
What were you doing out in the wilderness?
We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go. Mostly on account of my incompetence.
Good job.
I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
Baka. You should go. You're embarrassing yourself, man. Okay, so we have probably our last side quest for this planet anyways. Find the 3 volumes. So I'm gonna say he knows that at least one volume of the set is in the local community center, that another used to be in the town of Edgewater. So I promise to reward you for any volumes you find, so feel free to return to him with the books as you find them. There's no need to wait until you found all 3. Providing mentioned her father reading a volume of Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering when he was working shifts at the cannery. Humanoid Goofy? I guess, yeah. I was more thinking along the lines of he's just so embarrassed. Oh, it's girl sort of person. So I have to get in there.
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
See, if I recall, there's a way around back. Yeah, I remember this. I can just walk my way around. Gosh. I both love and hate that the companions don't trigger the enemies. I love it because that would be annoying as shit, but I hate it because it makes it so silly looking. I've already cleared out this place, so there shouldn't be anybody. I will take your entire stock. Wait, what? Now put the Adreno in. There. So it's up there. Oh, hey.
Easy.
So how do I go upstairs? Right this way. Easy. Did I not loot up here? Guess not. Okay, next stop. Edgewater. Wait, what? What about grappling hook? Did you say that I picked up a grappling hook? If I did, it doesn't appear to be a weapon. Whatever. Over to Edgewater. Alright. So it's up in the cannery. Excuse me? Second floor cannery, even. Does the elevator not... Oh, right, the power's out. Oh no, does that mean that I can't get in there? Okay, good. Hold on, this happens sometimes. Just need to reload the game world. Okay, so there's two. Now there's one more somewhere. But none of us have any idea where it even could be. Let me check the journal on it. Frightened engineer. Thomas said he knows that at least one volume of the set is in the local community center, that another used to be in the town of Edgewater. Found the first volume in... Yep. Providing mentioned her father reading a volume of so-and-so who was working shifts at the cannery. That's the cannery. So maybe it's in here somewhere? I can just take these. Hey, Reed. Probably not down there. Ring. Just random. Maybe Abernathy knows where it is, since he's the oldest. And he also works at the cannery, I'm pretty sure. Where is Abernathy? Abernathy's over here, I think. Hi.
Just as I was on the mend, the cannery had to go and shut down.
I'm not gonna tell him that. What?
I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
I am sorry to hear that, Mr. Abernathy. My confessional is always open. Except for right now.
I know. Should have availed myself of your services days ago. Thanks anyway, Vicar.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna get anything from him. Is there anybody else in Edgewater that might know where this kind of thing is?
You tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know where it could be. It's still giving me the clue for her father worked in Edgewater at the cannery, which makes me think that's somewhere around it or in the cannery, but I didn't see it. Is it possible it's back there? Maybe it somehow found its way down here? Do you guys have any ideas? If you actually know, for real know the location, don't spoil it obviously, but any ideas? ideas? That's okay. Oh. Pocket watch. What's a pocket watch doing up here? Maybe if I look more for where she was specifically. It's high noon. Continue. Like, is there... don't care. Have I mentioned her father reading a volume of A Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering when he was working shifts at the cannery? So let me think. I'm working shifts at a cannery, and I want to read a book while I'm doing it. Firstly, where is my station? If I'm working the cannery, probably working like over by these, right? Like over near the assembly line. Or at one of these control panels. All of the lock steel kick me sign. There's lockers all over the place, but none that have it. Like, yeah, that just has weapon parts. As far as I can find, there's no break room. There's the area up here where we get the second volume. I can't imagine they would put two in the same place. What is this? Loose lips. Piss slips. Piss lips? What does that say? The texture hasn't loaded in yet. Loose lips. Yeah. No, it says loose lips, pink slips. Pink slipsy. The saying is sinks ships, but that's not what it says. Hey, I know I ruined your life, but do you want to talk? Okay. I feel like it might be in here, but I don't know how to get in here. There's a door back there that's unlocked. How do I get there? Maybe because I made this decision, it's locking me off. Oh? Can I do a little parkour? necklace, oh, nothing. Bones and gears don't mix. You said it. What? What was that robot noise? This is upsetting. Box and gears don't mix? I thought box and gears explicitly mixed. Only you can protect fourth. I can't read that. See, the thing is, because there's no power, a lot of things are sealed off, so I'm kind of worried that it would be in there, in one of the sealed off rooms. Wait, Gearbox didn't make this game, though. Well, I'll turn in what I have to him. Maybe I'll get an extra clue when I talk to him. Come on. You can do it. So I believe it was up here? Yeah. Alright, buddo. Where are you? Steven Garcia. I don't think I've talked to you yet, have I?
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands.
Oh, you're a trader. What are you selling?
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Nothing that I really want. Ooh. Let's buy that. Okay, well that's off track though. You somebody? No, you're just deserter.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
Found 2.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 1.
Look at that! Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Hold on, I've got more for you.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Part 2, found it in the cannery.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
I'll let you know if I find any others.
Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
I want to ask you something.
What's on your mind?
Nothing. Do you have any idea where they might be?
Something you need?
Thomas seems very fond of you.
He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy,
That's
kinda.
creepy. That boy is head over heels for you.
I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
Let's get back to it. Why, I don't know. You have any ideas?
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. Little else in this colony offers such a relaxing pastime. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
I'll save all of this for later. Yeah. He's just a little love-struck. But that's okay. I guess we'll just keep that on hold then. Return to the unreliable. Hey, Ada. I got the...
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew.
Well, guess what you'll be
Edgewater won't
doing.
last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post.
Those deserters left Edgewater behind. Nothing keeping you from doing the same.
I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe. Be glad to have you along. Pick cabin and it's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, ma'am. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
I like her. I like her a lot. Hey, Ada. Got something for you.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise.
Wow. You're a huge
What can I do
meanie.
for you, Captain?
I have a power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
No. Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
I'll be back. Thomas will always remember this. He will be seeing this in his nightmares. The virgin engineer boy versus the Chad spaceman. Yes?
What can I do for you, Captain?
I've installed the power
All
regulator.
systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's get out of here. Against all odds, the unreliable takes flight.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Good, I've been waiting to hear from him.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I'm feeling a little lightheaded. Also, I can slow time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
I just realized this entire plot is the company wants to buy the local business, but no, we need to stay true to ourselves storyline. Or like the business wants to chop down the forest or take down the farm. Why do I need a nav key to land on a planet?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions.
I see.
The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
What's stopping me from just leaving Halcyon altogether?
Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place, and we can start by reviving the Hope.
About this Gladys person, how do I know I can trust her?
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Can't I land somewhere outside Stellar Bay?
In In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia.
Hey!
And in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience.
Cascadia.
Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures.
Yeah, that sounds like Cascadia.
Tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Culkelly.
So for those of you who don't know, Cascadia is the name of a theoretical nation that is comprised of the entire Pacific Northwest, specifically Washington State, Oregon State, North California, British Columbia, and depending on what model you look at, parts of Alaska. Getting some representation.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Interesting. Put to good use. You want to explain what a holographic shroud is?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another.
Oh.
It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
Mentioned this thing has limitations?
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path, you can't see past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
People will actually fall for this? Seems far-fetched.
Ha 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 ha! The beauty is they don't expect it. The shroud is the only one of its kind. We humans have a tendency to overlook the unexpected. Yeah. Activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? A figure dressed like a fellow employee.
Wait, why is that a banned word?
They won't focus on you.
Put to good use, thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended.
He's gonna turn out to be the villain in the end.
Please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. So navigation terminal, over here. Oh wow. So there's Terra 2, Phineas Lab, Typhon. I used to have a pet snake named Typhon. Monarch, Olympus, Tartarus, Scylla, Eridanus, Hephaestus. I'm getting strong third act twist. The board are actually the good guys and he is trying to kill everybody or something. I want to go to Phineas's lab first, actually. Warning, dangerous Cascadia landing pad. Can go Scylla? Scylla landing pad. Huh. I want to go visit Phineas first. Welcome to the system map. Here you can see all the planets in the system as well as some special points of interest that you may have discovered. You can fly your ship to any location that you have unlocked, though some landing bays require special codes and keys before they allow you to land there. Moving between planets is considered extremely dangerous and all employees are encouraged to remain home or at work.
Successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors? Please avoid damaging yourself or others while you are out.
Do I only get to bring one? Can bring them both. I can't read his handwriting. No, rocks. Never touch this. Whoa.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud.
I can hear you just fine.
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Oh, poor guy. Hey there. What kind of a place is this?
The Sissy pigs make excellent test subjects. Also, surprisingly nutritious.
Shrink Ray. Jock Weapons R&D Department. Science weapons are unique weapons that have strange and powerful effects. Science weapons damage and the strength of their effects both increase as your science skill increases.
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device.
Why are you hiding back there?
Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
Bubbles. Hi, Bubbles. Aw, you're a good piggy.
Keep quiet.
Obscure body in the SK system. Okay. Can I, like, decorate my ship with posters? 'Cause that'd be pretty cool. I'm just gonna steal all of your shit. I hope you're okay with that, Rick. "14. Remember it this time. Absolutely vital. 14, 14, 14. Alright, chat, remember the number 14. Is this a terminal? Messages. Hack 20 bypass. 2H Blith. I worked out. Explain details later. Will be difficult to reproduce. Need your help. All necessary materials should be present in Halcyon, but locations elude me. Dumped a new associate dirt site Terror 2 near Edgewater. They have a stake in my purpose, but trust in them only about 23.7% at present. They're covering a ship. Should be along any time. Just need to know where to send them. Let me know when you get this. Eager to be done." Uh-oh.
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
So he doesn't trust us. Mop up melted pig. So how are you?
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
What's worth, I appreciate you pulling me out of the Hope.
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. off your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals.
I wanted to talk to you about something else.
Of course. What's on your mind?
Some reason you're hiding behind bulletproof glass?
Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific.
Wow.
The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper. Absolutely.
This is suspicious as hell. Have you met my crew yet?
No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Wells. I'm Parvati Holcomb.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
Relax, they're with me.
Oh, fine. As long as you're vouching for their character and they aren't touching things.
I'm touching more things
For
than
what
they
it's
are.
worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. I picked you out of the hope for your talents, after all. It's only natural that others would gravitate toward you.
You're right, I'm doing pretty well for myself.
Yes, indeed. Well done. Also, you still haven't spontaneously liquefied, which pleases me immensely. Progress.
Something else.
What's on your mind?
A moment to talk?
Absolutely. Let's talk.
Don't you ever leave your lab?
Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the aether. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia.
Nice. It's not what I meant. Do you have some kind of life outside your work?
Life outside work? No, of course not. My life is my work.
Me IRL.
For that matter, everyone else's lives are also my work. An entire colony's worth of lives are at stake. It's up to me, up to us to set things right. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know.
Why are you so obsessed with reviving the Hope's colonists?
Because we've lost our way. The board has a stranglehold over this colony, and we've all been conditioned into total obedience. The Hope is full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you, people who haven't been corrupted by the board. Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No offense.
Yeah, no, it's clear. Yeah, but you revived me, so you must have solved the problem.
Ah, you begin to perceive the truth. Yes, according to the board and their narrow-minded scientists, you should be a pile of organic sludge right now. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the Hope. Get it?
Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha.
We'll do our very best to save them all. I'd best get back to work. I can feel my last dose of caffeinoid fading.
Alright. Does that open up eventually? Is that his ship? I don't think there's anything more for me to do around here. Against all odds, the unreliable takes flight. Oh, right, I have to get the holographic shroud. Holographic shroud. The holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companions that gives you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel, and otherwise result in being attacked on sight. Passage to anywhere. Or pocket watch. Don't care, really. Oh, wow. This Chinese chess? I can't tell. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots. Okay. So, I think that's actually going to be it for today. It's going to be all for today's stream. So, I'm enjoying this a hell of a lot. This is a very good game. Let me see. Is there anybody streaming for me to send you all off to? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, well, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you want to stay in touch, I have my Discord down in the description. I hope you all have a good day or night or evening or what have you. Peace.